I think, like a lot of queer people, especially today, I've come out like 12 times. Because, like, when I was a kid, I thought I was gay. And then I started dating someone, and I was like, oh, I'm bi. And then they came out, I'm like, oh, shit. My name is Ari. I go by they, them, she, her pronouns. In high school, I had a lot of bravado about my gender in public spaces, about, like, I would really correct people on my pronouns, and I would kind of enforce that really heavy-handedly, almost like I think a lot of my personality was trying to make sure that people didn't step on me. Now I feel big enough in other things that I don't really feel like I need to correct people all the time. But I think consciously I came out for the first time when I was 16. I came out as bi to my mom, and she's Catholic, so we had a rough start to that. But I think it was one of the most positive things I've ever done. When someone comes out, especially as trans, they kind of have questions initially, but my cousin, who was the first person to find out, didn't ask anything. In fact, he just said that he loved me and that he was going to support me, whatever, that he doesn't really understand, but whatever I need from him, he has it, and he was looking for some way that he could prove to me that he was supporting me. A lot of people say there's like a spectrum and you're somewhere on the spectrum, but that kind of leaves this idea that you're going to kind of put a stake on something, and then that's you on the spectrum, and that's it. I think for a long time my sexuality was isolation and sadness, and I was in a short film yesterday, and I was in a bathtub full of purple watercolor, and then they put like a little sheet of lace on me, and I like lifted my hands up, and I was like, fuck, this is exactly what my gender feels like for me. It just kind of feels like lace on the edges of me, and like something that makes my perspective unique. There's also so many ways to take power over your world, and you have a shtick. It could be poetry, it could be music, it could be art, it could be juggling, it could be anything. And as contrived as it might seem, you really do have to try. And you can find support out there with family or friends, but in the end, we're the ones who make the choice to be happy, to find ways to be happy, to make things, to take notes, to be meticulous about it. And that seems scary, but it's way better than if someone else had the reins.